Hi dear Pisces, this is Anastasia for Mirror Salon channel and I'm here for your May 2018 general reading. I'm going to use Golden Tarot deck as before if you had a chance to watch some of my videos. This is one of the decks that I usually use. I'm going also to use one card from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Wright. And finally, I'm going to pull out one card, I would say is inspirational and motivational card from Guardian Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Bradley Valentine. So let's begin with three cards from Golden Tarot deck. Pisces, May 2018. Mind that this is just general reading, and for some of you it may resonate with what you're thinking about right now, or you are experiencing right now in your life, or you're trying to make some kind of forecast for the future. But if it doesn't resonate with you, you always can book a reading for some kind of personal, insight into what's going on with your situation, in your situation. So the first card is Seven of Cups. Then we have Six of Cups. So it looks like Pisces will be quite emotional during May. And Three of Wands. This card already showed up for Libra reading as far as I remember, or maybe, yeah, for Libra. So it's kind of in the air for many signs. Some decision-making process. You will be thinking about options which are there for you, and you're ready to to start some kind of new chapter in your life. But let's begin with the first card, and the first card is here. Four of Cups, and I think I said Seven of Cups before. And you know why? Because Seven of Cups and Four of Cups energies are very, very much alike, because they talk about options, offerings, and reluctance on the part of the person who is trying to get the meaning of their situation. Because Four of Cups is the card of reluctance of taking any steps. It's the card of, I would say, low self-confidence, or I hate to say low self-esteem, but it's about not believing, not trusting that you are on the right path, or not believing that you can actually take that step if about something important in your life. So if we look, take a closer look at this card, we can see that the person is sitting there looking at the full cups, and even there is one cup that is provided by the angel above, but the person is in this with his body language. It's her, or whatever their body language speaks about reluctance of accepting what has been offered. I strongly I'm picking up the energy of not being ready for making a choice for someone who is watching some Pisces who are being offered marriage or marriage proposal, or they are stuck in the situation when they kind of like their partner, or they kind of appreciate what these people are doing for them, but they're not ready to tie the knot, or they're not ready to proceed to something more long-term, or more, how to say, they're afraid of losing their freedom. That's how I feel about some Pisces who are thinking about what choice they should make regarding a prospective marriage partner. It could also be about job opportunities that are there for you. Either you are just looking for a new job, and whatever is there, it's not something that you really would like. Maybe one job looks okay, but the salary is not very promising, or another job looks okay from the point of view of salary, but it would be boring for you. So for example, some kind of office position that you're not ready for, and you don't want to lose your freedom. Um, you're afraid of being trapped in a golden cage. That's how I'm feeling about many Pisces who are watching. And this will be coming in the beginning of May, because looking at this card, you're kind of you're looking for some kind of change in your life, but you're not ready for what has been offered. So the offers that are being given to you are not quite what you want. So you're kind of picky. You're trying to sabotage the decisions for whatever reason is there. For the next card is, although it's also Cups and Six of Cups, it has a very different energy. It's an energy of emotion, of some nostalgia, of trying to connect to your past more than to the future or the present. Like, you don't want to be in the present moment. And I think it speaks also for the energy of some kind of dissatisfaction that you might experience right now. And you want to go to get connected to your memories, to get connected to the feeling of happiness that the past offered to you. Maybe you were just remembering some beautiful relationships that you experienced before this moment, and you're looking in the present situation, the same kind of harmony or the same kind of nostalgic bliss, I would say, that was there before. You want to experience no less than it was before, because Pisces are very, very deep. They experience very deep emotions, and they very often they contemplate about the past more willingly than they would like to look into the future. Many Pisces who I know personally, they're afraid of their future. Many of them, they're curious about it, but they're not willing to plunge into the future as, for example, fire signs or even earth signs. Earth signs are more interested in, like, prediction, forecast. Like, they want to calculate their future. They want to be sure that their plans can be realized. Pisces are more about the feelings, the moment of beautiful feelings. So I think whatever you had experienced in the past um, is kind of casting that shadow over you. And that's why for you it's very hard to pick up the right cup that has been offered right now, because it will be projecting you to the future that you're fearful about, you're not certain about. That's how I feel about May for many of you. Another interpretation of this card is that some of you will be meeting again with their exes or their friends from the past or their colleagues that they worked together with, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful collaboration, or it was a beautiful union. It was a beautiful teamwork. And these people, they would bring this element of of shared joyful emotions, of shared moments of joy or understanding or support. If you look closer at this card, you will see that they are they're holding both of these characters. They're holding cups, and they're kind of exchanging their beautiful emotions that they experienced in the past. It's also a card of support from the past. Maybe your parents will be giving you much support that you even didn't think about. And if you ask for their advice, this time they won't be reluctant to give you support or advice, but they won't be critical as maybe they were before, but they will give you very wise advice and support, and you can feel cared and loved and cared for and loved. And you will be, sometimes we want to be to be back to these emotions of being a child who is taken care of by a loved one. It's a card of memory. It's a card of harmony between two people who care for each other. So it's a very, very beautiful card. I'm just thinking, for someone who is watching, some Pisces will be given very good advice from a friend about maybe an opportunity that you thought was lost, but they would say, you know what, remember the job that they interviewed you for, and now actually the person who they hired instead of you, they canceled their contract, or they moved to another position, so now this vacancy is open for you. So there will be this something like this. So the lost chance would be given from the past, would be given to you again, as a thing that you can actually benefit from. That's how I feel for some of you. Three of Wands speaks about the same energies of looking into opportunities and offerings, and deep inside you are ready to start a new page in your life. You are still not quite sure which decision to take, which decision to make and what step to take, but this card showed me that by the end of May you will be more ready for this step. You will be more ready for adventure. You are still choosing, because if you see how this person, we see that this person from the back, but it is of a person who is determined to try a new land, kind of, to try a new career, to try a new relationship, to pick up one of these ships, to join and to jump on board and explore the world. So I would say May overall will be an emotional month for Pisces. They will be quite nostalgic about their past. They will be quite nostalgic about some happy moments in their past that they wouldn't like to let go. But you really need to make a choice, because the universe is very generous for you guys. They are giving you, remember this beautiful moment when the angel is trying to give you the bigger, the larger cup full of wine, but you're still not noticing that. So maybe the idea is that you have to be more less fearful about making the wrong decision, but more determined to accept the gifts that are given to you by the universe, by people around you, by people from your past. And remember that we cannot just all the time dwell in the beautiful memories, no matter how beautiful they were or are, and we really have to move on with our life. So I really like for you, Pisces, this card, because it shows that you can overcome your reluctance to make a decision, and you will be choosing which way you have to direct yourself in order to be successful, in order to be happy in your life. So let's see what wisdom of the hidden realms has in store for you. And the card that jumped right away, and you could hear the sound, the Queen of the Light. Oh, it's such a promising and such an inspirational card for you. So let me read. Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. So whatever you're thinking about, and it brings me back this figure, this beautiful lady. She's all light, she's all hope. She's open to the gifts from the above. So we can see that her figure is kind of all directed upwards. She is ready to receive this light from above. And also, she looks like a bride to me. So if we look at this card, she looks like a bride. So definitely some Pisces who are watching, you are having a marriage proposal, and you are still thinking, maybe you have even more than one partner to choose from. But finally, my feeling is that by the end of the month, for sure, you will be ready for your journey, either a marriage or, union kind of relationship proposal. Beautiful card. Yeah, so 6, this is the card number is 15, as you can see, and the Queen of Light is kind of promises that by June. And interestingly, so 5, we can see it's 1 and 5. So 5 is the number of May, and 5 plus 1 will be 6, it will be June. So most likely, your decision will be ready for the end of May, and in June you may start preparing yourself for a new celebration, because the card speaks about that. And now let's see what your guardian angel would like to tell you in view of our reading today. So it's Pisces, May 2018. Pisces, May 2018. So we need some kind of inspirational card from your angel, and I already have one card, Four of Emotion. You know, it's this is amazing how the cards that I'm pulling from this additional decks, they speak exactly to what we are talking about right now. So Four of Emotions is the Four of Cups in this deck. So we have this for the second time, we have one and the same message that describes exactly how many of you guys feel. And let me read, because I don't think you can read it from the camera. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you. It's just exactly how the language that I used when I began this reading. But you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity, as long as you act upon your dreams. I think it's a wonderful reminder for you, Pisces, for all of you who are kind of in the position of this person who is not noticing the sign from the above. So you have to be more mindful about what signs the universe is giving to you, and look around. Don't only contemplate somewhere in your emotional cave when you are trying to detach yourself from deep emotions, maybe, or from going out of your cave. This is amazing how these cards are echoing one another. Four of Emotions and Four of Cups in a classical tarot deck, it's the same card. I don't know, I really wish you are more how to say, I really feel that you need this time of detachment, but don't go over with it for too long, because you know, these opportunities and these offerings, they are given to you at one moment, but you cannot procrastinate, or you cannot be too much delaying the decision making, because who knows, now you have these offerings, but then in the next month they are gone. Other people can grab these chances, and they can take out from you. And I'm not saying that this is the case. Maybe the people who made a proposal for you career-wise or marriage-wise, they are patient, but don't overestimate their patience. Don't overestimate their feelings for you, because you know, they have their emotional needs. So if you're not emotionally available for quite a long time, they can just move away. They can look for another partner. And here we talk about both things, such as romance or career offerings. So anyways, I really wish that you Pisces, you can find this time for making the right decision, and you will be this queen of the light. You will be illuminated by the right decision. You can notice the signs, and you can find your luck. May and June, projecting into June. So I wish you well, and thank you very much for watching. Till next time.